Good evening, and welcome to Holding Space Sunday. I finally got to record this today. I've tried a couple times through the afternoon and the day, and just it's summer or spring, summer. We actually had a nice day. It was supposed to rain, and then there was just so much noise going on outside. It just every time I tried to record, just wasn't working. So I initially thought right now I'd try a live, but also not not in that frame of mind either, because I just want to shock you guys. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, I had such big intentions for the full moon uh, eclipse. Oh, there was so much going on that Beltane, Pluto retrograde. There was so many solar flares going on, and it was the 5-5 portal. And I'm like, we got to do something that night. But honestly, those energies completely kicked my ass, like down hard. And not in a like super positive way. I had a lot of, no fear, but just a lot of just low, not happy energy. So I did my best to make it through those couple of days this weekend. But coming out to this morning and realizing that it's okay, everything's going to be fine. Yeah, I mean, that's total eclipse energy through and through. It's like pushing those lower energies out and up. And yeah, as much as we don't want to have them or deal with them, they're there and we have to deal with them. So I would not have been in the right frame of mind to help anyone have this like funny little hair sticking. There it is. Anyway, yeah, I wouldn't have been in the frame of mind to help myself, let alone anyone. I had, I had my normal life to do, so I did my life, but at the same time, I just, yep, there was a lot coming up. It was, yeah, for me, it was this low energy of, I can't even describe what it was. It was not a depression. It was just kind of it just wasn't a great vibe. But I knew I had to sit with it because that's what that was bringing up. And I wanted to be the other side of it. I wanted to be the love, the light, the shiny stuff. It wasn't the shiny stuff. That's okay. So anyway, the reason that none of the Friday stuff happened was because of that. Because I was really pushing through some hard, lower energy, lower emotions, and yeah. Anyway, I couldn't have been in good service, so I did not come on or even put anything out. So it's funny though, because I had pre-recorded the Beltane meditation and not the card read. There was one other thing. I have two things prepared. Videos are intact and they're good. I did try to upload them on the Friday, and in true Mercury retrograde fashion, I just nothing was uploading. It was so slow. Then I went to work on Saturday, tried to upload it again. Last night, nothing was happening. So I don't know if I'm supposed to not upload those or if it's just not the right timing. So I really love the Beltane meditation though, so I'm gonna try to look at it, see maybe what's wrong, and upload it later. Tonight, what we're gonna do is some cards, as we always do. But what we're really gonna do is, again, I talked about this earlier this week. Is just when all this outside things are going on, and even that moment that I had, that was like, it wasn't depression. It really wasn't. It was just like, I'm so tired. I'm tired of this. I've been doing this a long time. And sometimes you just want to see more positive, benevolent things happening, but they are, but they're not, right? So, yeah, I get it. We're in this super strange time right now, but we picked this and we were meant to do this. So, anyway, um, yeah, so tonight we're just going to do some cards. I'm going to do a heart-centered meditation like I talked about, which is just pulling us back into the present moment. Not even where we are in this 3D matrix, but just grounding and centering us in those moments when it becomes overwhelming. I did use this a couple times this weekend as I was like, I knew I was in this sunk down. When this happens for me, it's usually like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and I wake up just to go to the washroom from my sleep and come back to bed, and I'm like, I can't sleep. And then all the things start coming in, and I'm like, no, I don't want to do this right now. I just want to sleep. I want to rest. I want to be at peace. And I throw all my arsenal of stuff at it. Like, I have Ho'oponopono. I didn't even say that right, and I have a mantra about healing the body, and I've done everything the last 3 nights, but, it doesn't always work, and that's not, but see, I hate to be like the bearer of bad news, but that's the Scorpio full moon for you. It's like, hey, this is your shit. Fucking deal with it. Oh, that was very sweary of me. But it was. I've had 2 to 3 nights of just deal with it. I only say this because I know a lot of people sometimes are like, but you're always the positive one. Yeah, but we all are going through this, and that's why I wanted to record this video too. I was just going to skip it again tonight because I wasn't quite there, but I just want you guys to know we're all going through this. I'm sure this is exactly what's happening for you. That you're having some kind of, a lot of emotions bubbling up. That's very Scorpio energy. And then we just enhanced it with a full moon and an eclipse. And we're supposed to be like moving this shit through. Anyway, it was the 5/5 portal too, right? So the May portal is always nice though, because the May portal is, and we're going to read with the fairy cards tonight because it is about this moving into spring, moving into lighter energies, heading towards summer. The fairies bring us not just nature, but they are good, benevolent spirits of all things. So they are the angelic warriors of all our pet population or all animal population. But they just also like to be more fun and relaxed, but they're very serious in the moments of taking care of ourselves and taking care of the earth. So we are going to read those tonight. All right. So without any further ado, let's read some cards. I know I'm kind of scattered and all over the place, and I make no apologies for it at this point because, to be honest, it has been a couple of intense kind of days. And I only share this because I just want you to know I can feel we're all going through this same sort of thing. Anyway, let's see the overall theme of, I don't even want to say this week because it's been such a power-packed week. So let's just focus on today and Sunday and our holding space. Like, what should we be focusing on for tonight? Only tonight. Because when I do the reading for the week tomorrow, I have a feeling, we're going to have to focus very succinctly every day moving forward. We got the same card as last week. So we got the Strength card. I wisely use my life force energy to create and direct my good work in the world. It's honestly, it's just a continuation of what we've been doing, and that it's just letting us know the light is still pouring in. it's going to feel like crap sometimes, but we are strong enough. Like that's a jaguar, right? And the tiger, like the eye of the tiger, the strength, the wisdom, the we have it. It's coming in droves. We just have to keep utilizing that and understanding that. Yeah, it's one of those things too, though. As I was going through those deep, dark, shitty emotions, sorry, I swear about them because it wasn't a pleasant time. It really wasn't. That we need to just like see. We know the other side of it, and it's gonna be fine. It is gonna be fine, and like to drum up all our strength because the light and the strong energy is with us, right? Oh, I feel like I'm just rereading cards. I keep getting the same cards. There's one sticking out. I'm going to go look at it. Revolution, right? We're in this process. That's the biggest thing. We're in this process right now. Sometimes it feels like my biggest thing over the weekend was that that we've been doing all this work and it feels like we're getting nowhere. And I was getting really frustrated, upset, and kind of giving up, right? And I tried every day to pull my resources in and just be strong with that, but it's not always the easiest to be strong. Sorry, I'm just checking out the space weather just came in. Oh, we're at a KP5. Well, it's starting to set, so maybe we'll get some good auroras again, but I did see tomorrow is supposed to be a KP7, so Monday night might be better. Depends what time that comes in. It's all good. This is all for our betterment. Okay, the other card I saw sticking out was Core, Heart. This is a great card for tonight because my intention for the meditation attached to this is that it's the heart meditation. It's like, and it's the thing I used all weekend to try to keep bringing myself around, even though sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't, but it was like, come back to the heart, sit there, raise the vibration, even if you don't feel it. Look at this. I'm getting all this funny. Woo! Oh my God, that's hilarious. We just laugh at ourselves. That's even more important. Anyway, sorry. Back to the thing. Tonight's meditation is going to be about the core, the heart, the what's even the word for it? We talked about this the other night, but it's about returning to spirit by being in the present moment, by sitting in the heart and raising our frequency. So that's completely what we're going to do. This music I picked is like very vibrating right now. All right, let's take a look at one card from the portal, because 5/5 portal, but I feel like we're just in portals all the time this year. Oh, that's kind of interesting. What should I do here? There's this card, but this is sticking out. This is sticking out. Oh, we're going to read all three. Okay. Oh, and again, we get the same cards we've had before. Interesting. Okay. I gotta read these in a certain order. Okay. So we also got the memories of Atlantis, which we've had before. Spiritual acceleration, progress, technology. So again, new things are coming in. They're not quite here yet, but they are. It's our old, like, ancient past. So I gotta turn this down. It's vibrating crazy. It's our ancient past, and we're just merging it with our future. Remember that we've had this technology all along. We also got the Soul Star evacuation. Jeez, that's a terrible word to say right now. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Soul Star activation. Fulfilling soul contracts and remembering who you are. Every time I read this card, I always talk about the Merkaba above the head of the, I think it's an eagle. in ancient Egypt. We won't go into that. It'd be too long of a video. But we also got the Merkaba activation. So transcendence, ascension, you're rising up. Again, it's a reminder for us, and I needed this. I love reading these cards because sometimes they're a reminder for me that, like, I know what's happening, but sometimes you just get so bogged down in all your life crap that you forget about this stuff. So it's just going back to remembering that we have strength. The light is coming in. We are very, very powerful beings. And we just need to activate that Merkaba energy around us. I still have talked about doing a meditation with that, but I'm kind of scared to do it because I don't know, it's a big concept and there's a lot going on. And if you're not necessarily ready for it, I don't know if I want to put that up. So okay, so this card I'm just laughing at because the spiral dancer. Circuitous root perception. We've talked about this the last 2 weeks, right? We're on this spiral, moving up in ascension. Our perception of things need to change. So I'm just going to leave that there. Sorry, I think someone's coming in the stairs, but my dog is like right in the way of everybody. Anyway, see what happens there. Okay, and now I'm going to read from the fairy decks only because I just want to. You'll see in the Beltane meditation, the fairies factor into Beltane like quite a bit. So I'm going to finish this meditation. Oh my God, see? And that's the thing. I found that this week too. My brain, I go to say a word and I say a different word, or I can't remember the word I'm trying to say. And I'm like, well, so I'm either losing my mind at 50 years old or what? Anyway, it's kind of funny right now. I think it's funny. I know it's not. It's just temporary, whatever's going on. Okay, so, sorry, I'm losing my voice again. I'm sorry, I'm reading the fairy cards, but this is the fairy tarot. So I read this in the order of seasons. So we're going to read it backwards here. So we first got the Prince of Summer, which would be our next season. Romantic, captivating, dramatic, flirtatious. Falling in love suddenly. Being swept off your feet. Ooh. The need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. Ooh. It's interesting too because I think we always think of when we talk about romantic again, or what's the other word? We've talked about this before with soul or with sacral chakra. It's often like associated with sexuality, but it's also associated with sensuality. This is a big difference. Like there's a big difference between those two, right? You can have sensuality in your life, and it's not a sexual experience. It's a I don't even know how to describe it. It's how you treat yourself, so you get to that moment of bliss. And this isn't talking about like your physical body, but it could just be like any moment in your life where you're out in nature and you see the most magical experience. So I'm thinking for summer, our focus needs to be, because we need to look ahead and see what we're focusing on. Summer needs to be about, it's still romance. You can, if you're not in a relationship, but try to stoke up those embers if you are in a relationship. Be captivating, dramatic, flirtatious. Just, I think we need to have more fun this summer. The fairies are just saying we need to love more and experience more and have more fun. So be swept off your feet. It doesn't need to be by a person. It can be by just yourself. Like take yourself out into some crazy nature experience or go camping for 3 days and just watch the sunset every day and be like, this is love. This is amazing. Adopted animal. It's amazing. They will fill your heart forever. Anyway, yeah. It's funny though, because I love the last piece of this card. Stay grounded during a very emotional experience. So, yeah, I think that's what a lot of us are going through right now. There's so much going on. But the bottom line is don't lose your focus. Stay grounded, but experience everything that's going on, whether it's good, whether it's bad. Just, it's like sitting and experiencing, being the observer. Oh, I don't want to read winter yet. I also got the 10 of winter, or 10 of autumn. Oh my god, seriously? I shouldn't be doing this right. My brain is mush this weekend. Take steps to ensure the financial security of your children and other loved ones. Make wise investments or planning for retirement, honoring family traditions. I don't know what to say about this one. I'm like, there's so much going on in the finance right now that it's like, I have different opinions, so I don't want to like impart those on anyone. But I really encourage you to like. I think the big thing is, it's don't just let them exist, and then when they go away, be upset about it. Because if you don't do something about it, you don't do, like, what I mean by doing something about it is start to do your digging, go down the rabbit holes, look at the it's not going to be pretty financially for the world in the next 6-10 months, a lot of at least. So really look at, like, I don't have investments, so I don't have to worry about. I have like $4,000 maybe if I'm lucky. It's just going to go away, I'm sure. But really start looking to what's happening. There's big things shifting and happening. So if you can find the more benevolent system, do. I didn't think this was going to come up in this reading. It's really funny. And this is by autumn that things are going to finally. It may even happen sooner, but I can't say this in like a way that, like, I can't encourage you to do things that you don't want to do, but really look at your investments if you have them, especially if they're significant. See if you can transmute them into other things that might be better in the future. Metals, that's all I'm going to say. If you were going to run a track race, first gets, second gets silver. And third gets bronze. I don't know how good bronze is going to be, but I would take first or second on the podium. That's all I'm going to say about that. Anyway, moving forward, because I really don't want to get into that whole. That's a whole other video, and I'm not that girl. But apparently, the fairies are like, fairies love that, right? They love the shiny stuff. But not in the way that it's like weird about the finances, but they want us to be benevolent. They want us to be abundant. They want us to be prosperous. So they're always going to try to guide us better. So this is by fall. So I think it's happening a bit sooner, but start looking at your investments and maybe. I never thought I was going to be this girl doing this video. Realign them. Look at how you realign them. There's much better ways to save your money right now. That's all I'm going to say. Honestly, I'm so blown away that came up, but we got to talk about what comes up, especially from the fairies. You don't piss off the fairies. That's the number one rule. You follow their advice. Okay, so by winter. This is a collective card, and it's also in relation to the last card we just read. 10 of winter. The resolution of difficulties. A weight lifted off your shoulders. end of an addiction or codependency. I just love this card. I'm just going to leave it as it is because it speaks to everyone watching this in a totally different way. So by winter, we're just kind of reading into the future, apparently. I love these cards because that's what I do with them, is read the landscape of the next whatever's coming in. So, yeah, we're dealing with our stuff, whether that's energetically, physically, mentally, spiritually, financially. So, good resolutions coming by winter, kind of a by autumn. I think that is coming sooner. So, woo, look at me. Yeah, really start to look at your finances. I know that's not. This has been like my weekend. You know, I've talked about this before. For me, that my Achilles heel is always financial lack. All those good cards. Um, so just really, I think we do need to start looking at that because it's obviously apparent in our world right now, and stuff is shifting and changing, and we just need to. It would do us no good. Here's what I'm going to say. Sorry, there's cards on the floor. I can't leave them. It would do us. It would do us no good to ignore, to just leave it up to chance and fate. We can do that. I mean, that's what I'm going to do because honestly, like I saw a meme the other day and it said, survived the financial collapse by having no money in the bank. This girl. I don't have a lot of investments in finances. I never have, or savings, if you want to say. Um, so, I highly recommend just taking a look at yours and diversifying. The fairies are asking to diversify. What's the word? Like just finding new ways of doing things, right? That's all. That's what I'm going to say about that. I'm not going to go any further. Okay, I need 3 more cards from the healing with the fairies to see. Yeah, okay. Where we're headed to the end. Yeah, okay, perfect. This is a great way to end this video. And then, well, we'll talk about that when I read the cards. After I finish reading the cards. Okay, first card. Positive expectations. It's in prayer, asking to receive. We're still in that same place. So even if it's with your finances, it's what should I do? But really sitting down and listening for the answer. It's not about us just like show me what to do and give me the perfect sign. It's not about the signs and symbols though are coming in fast and furious. So it may come in as one of those. But this is like you need to divinely ask for what you need. I need the answer on what to do with this. And the right people, places, emails. Don't follow Nigerian princes though. All this stuff will start to come, but you have to ask. And it's not just about asking. That's my favorite part about manifestation is it's about its intention and putting those all together and really like asking for what you need and knowing what you really need. So you have to do the work around that. Like that's just the way it goes. So be really succinct. And don't just wait for like random signs and symbols. Intend and ask for answers, right? That's the best way I can put it. We also got kindness. I love this card though because she's kind of like in this peaceful, hugging her own knees. And I feel like this is like, we still need to be kind to everybody out there, but this is the kindness to ourselves. So continuing that work. And my favorite part, it's fairies. You can't like not be, but sitting out in nature, Same with this card, right? It's just go ask for what you need. Have a good meditation out in nature. I love the end of this, and we're going to leave it at this. Happily ever after. We have our rainbow fairies and our unicorn and the valley of peace and light. So it's coming. The happily ever after. Sorry, the smoke is trying to bug me now. It is coming, and it's not that far off. We just, again, it's not even about a lot of work that has to be done. It's about us sitting in our own energy, creating that dynamic, protected space around us, and having that positive expectation about what's to come, the intention of what you need, what we want, those sorts of things. And the happily ever after is coming. So I'm going to title the video this. The meditation coming up now is it's super simple, and I'm going to leave it up by itself, but it's that dropping into the heart space. So you can use this for everything. This isn't just about moments of anxiety like I've had, moments of doubt, depression, fear, all those lower energies. But sometimes it's just about this whole question about I see these collapses happening, politics, banking, other structures. And what's my next step for me so that I can maintain my sovereignty, maintain my true value in this world, and not get dragged in the undertow of this lower energy. So it's always about, like we've talked about for months and weeks now, months, geez, dropping back into that heart space, raising the vibration of love. So it's a very short meditation. And I'm going to leave it up as a separate meditation. So if you need it through the week in your life, it will be there for you. And if not, I feel it'll be super simple that you might even be able to sort of memorize it after a couple of days. So that's my intention. That's what we're going to do. I hope you're doing well. Take care of yourselves. I know this is a rough ride. This is the biggest reason I came on, because I knew that I was going through this lower moments. And I've reached out to a couple people, but reach out to your friends. Reach out to me. I'm here. We're all going through this together. We know it's not always the best of times, but it will eventually be the greatest of times. So take care of yourselves. Breathe. Sink into your heart. And remember that you are not alone. And I love you. And everyone else watching this across the field loves you. Beginning, as we always do, settling in to a comfortable space, relaxing your body, slowing your breath, closing your eyes, and taking in 3 deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. In this meditation, we are simply moving right in to our heart space. This is a quick meditation that opens us to dissolving fear, anxiety, stress, pain, anything from the outside world that is plaguing us. Simply move into this space of meditation, take your breath, and move immediately into your heart space. In this heart space, we raise our vibration by simply envisioning the thing that brings us the most sense of love, joy, peace, bliss. It is different for us all. You may envision a sunset, a cherished animal in nature, nature itself, a cherished loved one, past or current. Whatever that image is, take it into your heart. Put a smile upon your face and feel the love emanating from heart center out to your whole body. Then moving that energy out to your whole space, to your whole community, to your whole country, to the whole world, to the entire universe. Feel that expansion of love, light, peace, bliss. Bask in this light for a moment of silence. Continuing now to expand this energy, checking in one more time, heart center, and feeling the immense vibration of love. Now really diving deep into that emotion of love, this feeling, this energy of love. Taking in a deep breath and exhaling and getting ready to expand this energy even further beyond all the layers we have spoken of. Taking a deep breath. Again, taking a big smile upon your face. Exhale that breath and then release that energy further out. Until you are now in this space and time where you are only surrounded by love, and love is all there is. In this space now, and feeling this energy of love raised from heart center, bring both hands in a prayer position to your heart. Spend these next few moments in peace and bliss and love, and just breathe. And now, as you continue to breathe softly, we do begin to bring our awareness back into our body, our space of meditation. Knowing that we have expanded this field of consciousness, this field of love, and feeling within ourselves a better state of being, of bliss, of love. And then taking that feeling forward in our consciousness day by day out to the world, knowing that we are at peace in a state of love, grace, and now just taking in again one final set of breath in through the nose and out through the mouth 3 times. Now just bringing awareness back into your space of meditation, being sure you're grounded, connected back to Mother Gaia, safe and secure, yet still connected through Source to have the deep knowing. And above all, caring for our heart center of love, light, and peace, grace and ease, compassion, joy, all the heart-centered emotions, feelings, constructs, and states of being. And we ask you to take those forward again into your day to keep yourself safe and secure and loved, but also to emanate enough energy to raise the vibration of yourself, of this planet, and all her inhabitants. One final inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. May peace and love and light be with you.